Hi everyone, this is Thya Sanders, CEO and founder of Naya Beauty. Welcome to Naya Unfiltered. Today's guest is Khouzami. Maybe you guys have heard of him on his cosmetics. His beautiful line you will find online. Unfortunately, it's not available in the US, not yet, right?
Not yet.
Not yet, but it soon will be. But you can catch a lot of his looks on YouTube and on his Instagram. You've got to check it out. It's totally beautiful. All right, Summer, I've got some icebreaker questions, and it's going to be quick fire just to see what's on top of your head so we really get to know you, okay?
All right.
All right, so what did you have for breakfast today?
Pancakes.
Okay. And who was the first person you spoke with this morning?
Monique, my marketing and PR manager, was the first person that I called.
Okay, so when you wake up, what's the first thing that you grab?
My phone. Guilty of that.
Then when you go to bed, what's the last touch?
My phone.
Okay. What's the last interesting article you read?
The last article I read was about the COVID-19 vaccine. So I'm trying to read as much as I can about the vaccine and what people are saying and what articles are coming out. So that was the last thing I read.
Okay, so what's your favorite moisturizer?
Well, my favorite moisturizer is actually from the Khouzami Cosmetics. I love our Instant Light Spray Makeup Base. I use it on daily basis. It gives me this hydration, the extra glow that I want. It's really something that I cannot not use on daily basis.
Okay, now I'm jealous and I want some. So, okay, if you could choose between eye cream or neck cream, what would you choose?
Eye cream.
Okay.
Not that the neck cream is not important, but if I had to choose, I would choose the eye cream.
Okay. Which do you prefer, salty or sweet?
Salty.
Salty. Okay. One word your family would use to describe you.
Unorthodox, maybe.
Okay. And one word your friends would use to describe you.
Moody.
Moody. All right. One word you use to describe yourself.
Dreamer.
Okay. Do you prefer reading or listening to the news?
Well, I would prefer anything but listening to the news. Definitely reading.
Okay. Do you bring work on your vacation?
I'd rather not answer that. Like it's like an LOL. Like I don't believe in vacations. For me, work is everywhere.
Okay. So, if you were on a deserted island and you could take 3 things with you, name those 3 things.
I would definitely take my iPad. I would take a sunscreen, and I think I would take Charlie, my dog, that is sleeping right now.
Are you gonna wake him up? Oh,
like
there is. Oh my gosh, is that a Pomeranian?
He would definitely. Yeah, teacup Pomeranian.
Oh my God, so cute.
So he's definitely going.
Yes. Okay, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay, so can you tell our audience, how did you enter into the makeup world?
Well, I would say it was a little bit of a coincidence, maybe, or something that I didn't really plan. I was majoring in the university graphic design. I wanted to become a graphic designer. And I always had this passion about art and fashion, but not makeup specifically. But when I was in the university, I had to start any job for my university fee, for my pocket money, and I started working in a very small beauty salon. but not as a makeup artist, but as someone who can help in this beauty salon. And it really interested me so much, the power of makeup and the power of the transformation that can happen with makeup. And I related a lot to makeup and graphic design at a certain point. And then I had to quit university because of my financial situation. I couldn't support myself to continue my major. And I decided to go work in any full-time job, having in mind that I'm going to be back in the university to continue my major. And I wanted to try makeup. I wanted to see if I can do this as a full-time job. And I started working as a makeup artist in this very small beauty salon. And I discovered that I really have a very strong passion, and it really triggered in me this talent that I didn't know that I had, that I wanted to pursue. And I never went back to university, fortunately and unfortunately. And I decided to become full-time makeup artist.
Okay, so I've read about in previous articles that you drew inspiration from your mother. So what was it about your mom that inspired you, especially with your artistry?
Well, because when I was growing up, I had a lot of admiration for all what she did, her life, her struggles, how powerful she was. She played a very important role in making sure that her family is safe, that her children are being well raised. And this gave me a lot of inspiration to admire her character, not only her beauty. And this is basically what inspired me. And I wanted to give this maybe persona that strong women are really important in society. And it's very important also to make sure to highlight their beauty, and in a way that you're also highlighting their achievements and what they mean to you in your life. And my mom really means a lot, and I appreciate everything she did for us. So this is how she inspires me. She's resilient, she is determined, focused, a very strong personality. And she inspires me in all of that.
So when a child enters college and picks a major and says, this is going to be my career, then all of a sudden it's like, okay, I'm leaving college, I'm picking another career, and I'm not. And you said that you didn't go back, and your mother is your inspiration. So how did she feel when you left? And then all of a sudden you said, I'm going to be a makeup artist, and guess what? I am excellent at this. How did she react to that?
Badly. For a minute, I think I lost. For a minute, I think I lost her as my inspiration. To be that honest with you, she was 100% against. Like, you're not doing this. This is not happening. You're going back to university. Makeup artist is not even a career for you. This is not for us. Like, every single thing that you can imagine, she was totally against. And it was not easy. And growing up and being very influenced also by your parents and your mother, and trying to please also your parents, is something that you grow up with. And you always feel that parents will know better. What if she's right? But I had this passion that I couldn't hide anymore. And we had a lot of bad situations in the family. They were super against all the path that I chose for myself, and they were not supportive at all to any of what I did. And this gave me a lot of pressure and also determination that if I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be a full responsibility on me. It's either I'm gonna make them proud and tell them, listen guys, you were totally wrong. I'm gonna follow my dream and I'm gonna do what I do and achieve, or I'm gonna be a total failure and go back to them crying and say, you were right. And yeah, so it was a huge risk, but it also gave me the motive to do more.
So, being a man entering into the world of beauty, right, that's so focused on women, how was that for you?
Difficult. Difficult, I would say, especially in the Middle East. And as I was telling you, and I also come not only from the Middle East, so that you can have a clear vision. I come from a very small village in Lebanon that is very conservative in all ways, like in every single thing about it. So growing up, even having a passion for beauty and fashion was a little bit out of the box. So it was not that easy or welcomed or well perceived. And nothing in me helped, even personally, because I have a very tiny body. I'm short, I'm skinny, I have a very small, everything about me is small, not everything. Baby face features, baby face features. So I was labeled as feminine boy, and working in makeup and with women gave me this, it labeled me a lot. But you reach a point where you have thick skin, like with all what you face in your life during your childhood and teenage years, you become more focused to what you want. And I really, when I say about discovering my passion to makeup, it's not only like just a term to use. It's an intense feeling inside of you that you are doing what you love the most. For me, I idolize women. I love every single thing about women. Not only her beauty or her skin or her features, I love how she talks, how she walks, how her personality. So I felt like I'm exactly in the right place, doing what I am supposed to be doing with so much joy. And then you start like maybe balancing things, or trying to see the negatives and the positives, and becoming like neutral to your path, and you just move on.
So it seems as though you were breaking barriers, as a man entering into the world of beauty, especially in the Middle East, and facing some obstacles. At what point in your career did you see that, hey, I'm starting to make a change, I'm starting to make a difference, and people are starting to take me seriously? Like, do you remember that moment?
I think it is not a moment. It doesn't happen, like it's not a turning point for me, or at least for me, it's not one turning point. It's those small steps that you make, and those small things that happen in your life and in your career. They might be very small, like it might be a compliment, it might be a recognition, it might be an interview, it might be a celebrity that you collaborated with. So it's not a turning point, but it's all this the accumulation of very small things that happen in your career that tells you that you are being recognized, and it is going in the right path, and it is happening. I think also Instagram and social media, when I started, was still in the early years of the social media. So also was very important for me to have this exposure and to share what I do on all the platforms. That gave me a lot of awareness also for what I do and my name, that made me more confident that I am being recognized to what I do, and it is what it is.
Okay, so we've talked about your entry into the artistry world. Let's talk about you being an entrepreneur. So what incentivized you or made you go into creating your own cosmetic line?
Yeah, creating my own makeup line was actually for me a dream. I wanted something that will be more solid, to make sure that you don't only need me to do your makeup or to learn from me, to interact with me, or to reach you. I might even reach you only with my products. It will give a lot of exposure. I've been working with makeup products for more than 12, 13 years. So I wanted to bring something new onto the table with all the experience that I had experimenting with a lot of makeup brands. And I wanted to create something that would represent me, and to have this, I always call it the Samer Khouzami experience, the power of transformation and the ability to transform. And I wanted to create this product, and it was really a dream that I had for years in my mind, but I never thought that a day would come and I'll be able to do that. And on the other hand, there is this business persona in me. There is this business mind in me that wanted also to make a stronger asset for my name and a stronger business approach to what I do, and I combined them both together.
So what was the first step that you took in order to bring this dream into fruition?
The thing that I don't like about me is always when I'm being interviewed, I always have this spiritual aspect of answering questions, because my head is always thinking about possibilities. But I also want to make the whoever is watching us today also relate to me in one way or another. The first step that I did to achieve my brand was, first of all, believing. I believe. I made it happen just by believing that nothing is impossible. I am self-taught makeup artist. I have invested everything I earned throughout my working years in creating my makeup line. I researched a lot, and I knew that it is coming to life. It is not easy, but if you are determined and you have a vision and you know the direction of your dreams and where you're heading and what you want to do, nothing will be impossible. So I think this is how I'm trying to cut it short, but this is how it was.
So, you've created this cosmetic line and it's creation. How do you stay inspired, looking forward into the future and projecting what will be the next hot item? Where do you draw your inspiration from in your creation of your cosmetics?
Listen, I'm always inspired. I'm always inspired from many things, and everything around me is an inspiration. If you have passion for something, you don't wait for inspiration, because you're always inspired from everything you look. Like, you just look around you, like, you might inspire me. Any woman that I meet, any character that I might meet on the street, a friend of mine, people that I know, another entrepreneur, another makeup brand. It's not because I want to copy, but because also making sure that you're aware of what's happening around you, who's your competitors, who do you look up to, who's your idols. All of this is an accumulation of inspiration and a wider vision and a wider imagination for you to dream and to achieve. So I'm always inspired.
So, okay, when you're in this makeup world and you see what people are doing, especially on social media, are there trends that you just, like, you just wish that they didn't do this?
Yes. A lot.
I knew it.
So many, like, really. So do you know why? Because I'm a makeup artist, and I feel that I don't know how to say it. I don't know, but like there are like some trends that are not, I love the artistry of makeup. You know, I don't love makeup only as a technique. I love the art of it. For me, makeup is painting. You are an artist. So when I see that makeup is becoming a content creation or a viral effect video that is not artistic, it doesn't resemble art in any way or form. This is for me a no technique. Like, and we saw a lot like contouring with vegetables and props and knives and forks, and you know, you don't like just for the viral effect of it. This is a viral content that is 100% away from the artistry of being close to makeup. So yeah, we're seeing a lot.
Is there a trend out there that you're glad is over?
Thin eyebrows, I would say. High, like super contoured lip liner that is like all over the place. Maybe painting yourself with liquid highlighter before applying your foundation. All of this is, thank God, behind of us. Hopefully.
So I've seen that you often do a master class, and you know, you'll be teaching your techniques to up and coming newbie artists. What's the common mistake that you see up and coming new artists make? Technically,
or in their career? In their makeup application, you mean?
Both. It could be both.
I think the mistake that I see in the upcoming makeup artists is the common mistake is that they don't have strong belief in their talent, and sometimes this affects their work and what they do. Because if you're not confident with your client, she will feel, whoever you're working with, if you're not confident with your client, she will directly catch on that vibe, and you'll be not performing the best makeup, even if you're technically strong enough. So always have a firm belief in what you do and in your technique, and never try to I would say please your client. You know, when you're an upcoming makeup artist, it's very important for you to create your clientele and your database of clients. So we have a tendency, if you're starting new, to please everyone you work with for you to create your clientele. And sometimes this is not always right, because you will never please everyone. So don't force it. And no one will be everyone's taste. So be only true to what you believe is your style, your character, your technique, and whoever loves you, loves what you do, will be your client. And you don't need to please everyone. And it's not something that you need to work on. So just believe in your own talent, in your own technique, and people who loves you will be drawn automatically to you. And there are a lot of clients in this world that will be enough. So just be working with a competition with yourself only.
You know, over at Naya, I created this app that it connects an everyday woman with a working makeup artist so that they can get professional help in the comfort of their own home through this app, through a live video call. What do you think the common mistake is that a regular woman makes when she's doing her own makeup?
I would think most of the time she might not really know what suits her best, because she's hooked on a makeup trend that she saw on social media, and she wants to try it, or she wants to try the next new makeup look or new product that is out, that sometimes she doesn't know if it really suits her well, or what makeup would suit her perfectly. Because most of the times a woman might just walk into Sephora or any makeup department store, and any salesperson can just recommend anything and she would buy. not knowing if it's 100% good for her. So this is, I think, sometimes is a mistake that is I still see happening.
So, I read that you're a workaholic, that you work a lot. And I'm wondering what's on the horizon for you and your cosmetic line. What, can you give us a sneak peek? What's in the future for you?
What is on the horizon? Well, first of all, I don't believe that for us there is a horizon. We surpassed even that. So we're planning all beyond the horizon now. So the horizon is some we don't see it. It's not existing anymore. There's a
out there.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that are happening this year. We have, so as you know, the way that we launched the Khouzami Cosmetics was by category. So we classified our launches in terms of category. It's skin, lips, so eyes, that we still didn't launch anything related to eyes, but it's not because it's not coming. It's just because we're cooking something that is extremely huge, and we cannot wait to share it out with the world.
Yeah, I can't wait. Can you share something with your loyal fans that might surprise them? A secret of yours that might actually surprise them?
Well, I don't think that there is anything that they don't know about me, because like for me, I'm very transparent on since I started. Like you see, like you get what you see. So there's nothing about me that is like not really very transparent that would surprise anyone. Like anything that I feel, I share. If I feel like I want to do makeup on myself, I do it. Anything, I don't feel that there's much of a surprise. Maybe people that don't know me much don't know the spiritual aspect of me, that I'm someone who's very spiritual. I have another part of my life that is completely opposite to the industry or the makeup or the beauty world, that is also going parallel in my life, which is spirituality and my mental health and my well-being. That is something that I really care so much about.
So in closing, for your fans who are in the United States, when do you think we can expect to start being able to pick up your cosmetics? Because it's so beautiful and we just have to admire from afar. So when do you think we can get our chance to get our hands on it?
I would say sooner than you think. That's the only thing that I can say. It's just sooner than you think. I really cannot wait.
We have to watch your YouTube videos and your Instagram.
Yes, I really cannot wait, because you know how things go in closing deals and all of that. There's an amount of secrecy and confidentiality that goes into it until we're able to reveal everything. But we're there.
Okay.
We're working.
All right.
on it.
Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and this was so much fun. I'm really sorry about the technical difficulties at the beginning, but you were so gracious and so lovely to speak with. So, guys, make sure that you tune in to this video and like and subscribe, and check us out next time.